your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, good to say I dabbled in stand-up and stuff. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean.
Ooh, yeah, only 5 minutes late today. I'm doing it, guys. What's up? Happy Friday. It's Mayr. It's morning. It's Mayr in the morning. Friday, March 10th. Hope everyone is excited for the weekend. Guys, I don't know the statistic, but something like most people are magnesium deficient. This is not even a read. I just was like, I've been feeling blah the last week or two. I'm not going to get into like the details of my bodily functions, you know what I mean? But they're not really happening. And I realized like, oh, I'm fucking magnesium deficient because every time I have a little bit of this magnesium dust, like I had a few sips last night, a few sips today, and like already my mood is better. Things are happening. Shout out to Natural Calm magnesium supplement. That's probably not how I should have started the show. But what's up, guys? I got comedy shows coming up. Stand-up comedy. It's the Grift Tour. Look, it's January 6th in the background. Guys, I'm going to be in Bridgeport, Connecticut in 2 weeks. March 23rd. I believe that is a Thursday. Now I have to look it up. Wait a minute. It is a Thursday. Stress Factory in Bridgeport. I'll be there headlining. Keanu Thompson will be opening. Then I got a show in New York City. 2 shows in New York City in 2 weeks. Saturday the 25th, I'll be at the Grizzly Pear in Midtown. That's on West 54th Street. Gino Bisconti will be hosting. Keanu Thompson is doing a spot. Andrew Harms is doing a spot. It's going to be a one big compound family show. Then I'll be in Staten Island Friday, April 7th, headlining, what's it called? The Reef at Paradise Island. That'll be fun. I think you can only buy tickets at the door for that show. Then I got a show in Jersey the next day, Saturday, April 8th, in Morris Plains at the Dojo, aka Tiff's Ale House. Then I'm going to Vegas. Vegas, baby. Haven't been to Vegas in a couple of years. Maybe like, did I go last year? No, maybe it's been like 2 years or something. We got the Friday Night Tights Geeks and Gamers meetup on Wednesday, April 26th at the Fandom Menace Bar. I'm looking it up. I'm sick of like getting it wrong. Fandom Menace Bar. Menace Bar, Vegas. It's got to be called. I think it's called the Fandom Menace. No, they're giving me something in Singapore. Fandom. Fuck. Millennium Fandom. Thank you. Millennium. The meetup is at the Millennium Fandom Bar. And the next day, we got my stand-up show at the Space in Vegas. That is Thursday, April 27th. No FNT stuff is planned. So if you're going out to Vegas for the FNT Geeks and Gamers meetup, you might as well come to the show on Thursday. The gang will be there. Lila Hart is opening for me. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. Then I got Dallas the first week of May. Gonna do some appearances at the Blaze, Primetime 99, Pimp on the Blimp. Maybe I'll be driving. Maybe Alex will let me drive the Pimp Blimp. Then I'll do shows at Hyenas in Dallas, May 5th and 6th. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. I love Hyenas, one of my all-time favorite clubs. Then I'll be heading to Richmond, Virginia to headline the Sandman, August 9th. I think that's a Wednesday. I think it's a Wednesday. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Yes, it is a Wednesday. Because I'm doing that show leading into Anime Matsuri, which is August 10th through the 13th in Houston. Simcast will be at Anime Matsuri. We're doing a panel. We're doing a booth. We're doing the whole thing. We might have some merch, new Simcast merch ready. Fingers crossed. And I'm headlining that same weekend, Friday, August 11th at the Secret Group in Houston. So if you know you're coming to Anime Matsuri, get your tickets now for that Friday show at the Secret Group. I think Lila Hart will be opening at that show as well. She's effing funny. I learned there's this YouTube. They're making a new YouTube rule with profanity. I think it's profanity, but you just can't say it in the first 10 seconds of going live or something, which I'm sure I've already messed that up. Wow, so much is happening. So much is happening. I just retweeted this footage. I probably can't share it, but because it's J6 footage and YouTube's being very gay about any January 6th footage. But it's basically footage of people milling around the Capitol building, and it's they're just playing the girl from Ipanema. It's like dun 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 dun. Because it shows how chill January 6th was. Because I maintain January 6th was very, very chill. I wonder if I can just play the music. Look at me. I'm already pushing it. Nah. Okay. I'm not going to. It's funny. Just go to my Twitter. The truth is hard for YouTube employees to endure. Yeah. And right now they're doing what? Is it congressional hearings about how the FBI, the CIA, all the 3-letter organizations worked with Twitter to censor not only Trump, not only conservatives, but I just heard this morning. They were also working to censor people's injuries from the thing. So that's fun. None of this is shocking to me. I am not surprised. I feel like we're slowly slogging along. I want to be optimistic. I think the Twitter files had a net positive effect ultimately. So I just hope that the new footage helps Jacob Chansley get out of jail a little bit earlier, at least, because his attorney didn't even have access to that footage of him being escorted around the building by cops. His own attorney didn't even see that footage. So hopefully it'll make a difference. I don't know. Maybe they can redo his thing and get him out earlier. Yes, redo his thing. Please redo his thing. Ooh, Elon Musk. This committee hates Elon Musk, by the way. They hate that the Twitter files came out. Deeply wrong. Elon Musk torches J6 committee after new video release. Twitter and Tesla CEO Elon Musk on Tuesday blasted the Jan 6 committee in light of the newly released surveillance video of the Capitol breach. Breach my butt. Besides misleading the public, they withheld evidence for partisan political reasons that sent people to prison for far more serious crimes than they committed, Musk wrote on Twitter on Tuesday, referring to the House Select Committee to investigate the Jan 6 Capitol breach. That is deeply wrong, legally and morally, Musk said. Musk, an avid Twitter user with 130 million followers, wrote in response to a part of the footage that was aired on Fox News' Tucker Carlson tonight, which were released to the Fox News host by House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. That's pretty cool that happened. It adds to the world's richest person's ongoing criticisms of the federal government under the Biden administration, which included disapproving of his Build Back Better agenda and calling the Democratic Party the party of hatred. No lies detected, Mr. Musk. Among the most high-profile revelation. Oh, I got so sad for a second thinking I didn't have coffee nearby. Among the most high-profile revelation in these tapes was a clip showing Capitol Police officers walking alongside Jacob Chansley, a J6 defendant serving a 41-month sentence after pleading guilty to an obstruction charge. Chansley was unarmed and walked past several Capitol Police officers. Yeah, can you believe they're literally, that's how it all got started, calling the J6 people armed. People had literally just flags. And I like that Tucker showed the footage and also mentioned he just took one protest or one day from the Summer of Love and compared it. I think it was like 180 officers were injured during like this one BLM protest. And they're trying to claim that 5 officers were injured. By the way, no. Maybe some guys had heart attacks, but it was after the fact. It definitely nobody injured an officer. I'm pretty sure. I was there. So this is crazy. The public was misled. Musk wrote in another post replying to footage showing Chansley walking beside police officers in the building. In his Monday program, Carlson said lawmakers were lying about the events of January 6th, which he said were less violent than they actually are. Yeah, that's what I've been saying the whole time. He noted how the tape shows Chansley to be walking around the Capitol without being arrested and later questioned the narrative that Officer Sicknick died of a head injury. This tape overturns the single most powerful and politically useful lie the Democrats told us about January 6th, Carlson said Monday. The Select January 6th committee, which consists of 2 Republicans and 7 Democrats, was established in the House of Representatives on July 1st, 2021. It interviewed 1,000 people, including former officials of the Trump administration, in investigating what it describes was an insurrection on January 6th when protesters protested in and around the Capitol building in objection to the result of the 2020 presidential election. And other things, too. Members of the committee had characterized the protesters as dangerous extremists and violent mobs. Oh, yeah? And by violent mobs, do you mean people in costume and kids and dogs? Because that's who I saw. Mobilized by former President Trump, the committee dissolved in January of 2023. Exculpatory evidence. Mike Davis, president of the Article 3 Project, a legal nonprofit, told the Epic Times that he believes the tape constitute exculpatory evidence in the case of Jacob Chansley. It shows that he wasn't a violent threat. Davis, a former clerk under Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch, said of Chansley, at best, he should have been charged with trespassing. At best, 30 days in jail, 41 months? For what? I think a reasonable juror would think that he thought he could be there when the police are walking him around and not telling him to leave, Davis added. Even a 95% Democrat D.C. jury would not have found Jacob Chansley guilty if they watched that video. Furthermore, Davis was critical of how these tapes were not released to the J6 protesters' defense attorneys. Instead, the attorneys had to go to the Capitol in Washington to watch the tapes. The Supreme Court in 1963 held in Brady v. Maryland that the prosecutors must make available exculpatory evidence to defense counsel. The issue here is whether they made this clearly exculpatory tape. This is the word of the day, by the way. Exculpatory! Let's look it up, because I want to make sure I really know what this means. Exculpatory. Tending to clear someone, especially a suspect, of guilt, blame. Exonerative. Excusing of any wrongdoing. As you can see by my exculpatory text messages, I was home last night. Okay. We saw in Tucker Carlson last night available to take Jacob Chansley and his attorney before Chansley pled guilty in August of 2021, Davis said. The bottom line is no defense attorney can go sit in a room for 41,000 hours during a 40-hour work week, Davis said. It would take 20 years. I mean, if they listened to it on double speed, who knows? The disparity in what was reasonably achievable and the requirements of Brady, Davis said, show that the prosecutions of the protesters are corrupt. It shows the whole process was corrupt. It violated Brady under the U.S. Constitution. Judge Royce Lamberth should show a show cause order today to ask why I should not find a Brady violation against these prosecutors, and why I should not reverse the conviction and dismiss the complaint against Jacob Chansley. Political figures have had mixed responses to McCarthy's decision to release the tapes. Speaking to reporters on Tuesday, Senator Mitch McConnell backed statements from Capitol Police that said the depiction of the J6 events on Fox was false and outrageous. How is it false if it's literally footage? It's just straight up footage. It's if anything, it's doing exactly what the Democrats did, which is pick and choose what they want to show. But just show the public as much footage as possible. Let them make up their own minds. Oh, that would be too easy. McConnell referred to a letter from Mange who said Capitol Police officers used de-escalation tactics on January 6th and that Fox's program cherry-picked from the calmer moments of the surveillance tapes to depict the events as more calm than they were. Democrat Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer alleged that Carson manipulated his viewers in his program and called on Fox News to stop releasing the Capitol breach tapes. They didn't edit shit. By the way, Tucker has asked all these people to go on his show, like Schumer, and they all said no. Despite the critical comments by some Washington politicians, others were supportive of Carlson's airing of the Capitol breach tapes. Truth is beginning to be revealed. Thank you, Speaker McCarthy, Tucker Carlson and company, for showing America the rest of the J6 story, Senator Ron Johnson wrote in a Twitter post on March 7th. When will judges begin applying justice equally? Doesn't look like thousands of armed insurrectionists to me. Former President Trump praised Carlson's reporting and said the tapes show the select J6 committee are criminal fabricators. Congratulations to Tucker Carlson on one of the biggest scoops as a reporter in U.S. history. The new surveillance footage of the J6 events sheds an entirely different light on what actually happened. The Unselect Committee was a giant scam and now unequivocally been stamped as criminal fabricators of the most important day. Trump wrote in a March 7th post on Truth Social, his social media platform. Pelosi and McConnell failed on security. The police story is sad and difficult to watch. Trump and most others are totally innocent. Let them go free now, he said, referring to the then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Meanwhile, McCarthy said the tapes belong to the American public. I promised, McCarthy told the New York Times in an interview. I was asked in the press about these tapes, and I said they do belong to the American public. I think sunshine lets everybody make their own judgment. Numerous people awaiting criminal trials related to J6 charges have requested trial delays in light of the newly emerged videos. Meanwhile, Carlson said Monday that he would show more footage of Capitol breach on Tuesday, including an interview with a Capitol police officer who was present in the Capitol. Oh yeah, I saw that interview. It was him with that. It was like that black guy, and he said, "Oh, they never called me in to interview me about the events." Because he was being fair, and he kept saying, like, yeah, you're not, as an officer of Capitol Police, you're not supposed to show that you're partial to one side or the other. You're supposed to protect everybody. Somebody put a MAGA hat on the guy, and of course he was photographed in the MAGA hat, but it was just somebody from the crowd put it on him. And then the cop, he was like, oh, actually, let me keep this. It's going to help me make my way through the crowd. Oh boy. Gonna be interesting to see what. To me, it's just like, duh. But I realize most people haven't seen this footage and they don't have, like, I have footage like this. I mean, not in the building, but on my phone from just milling around outside that day. So to me, this is like nothing new, but you people haven't seen it. That's right. I said you people. Speaking of Trump, wow, my girl Stormy Daniels is back in the news. Trump likely to face criminal charges in New York in Stormy Daniels' case. Man, they are trying to throw whatever they can at Trump. They are so afraid. They really don't want him to run. They're shitting their pants, as they should be. New York prosecutors have signaled to former President Trump that he will likely face criminal charges in a case involving hush money allegedly paid to porn star Stormy Daniels. According to a report, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has notified attorneys for Trump, 76, that the former commander-in-chief will be given the opportunity to defend himself next week in front of the grand jury hearing evidence in the case before the indictment comes down. According to the Times, Trump is likely to decline the offer, which is usually only presented to potential defendants when criminal charges are close to being filed, the outlet reports. If he's indicted, Trump would be the first former president in U.S. history to face criminal charges. Bragg's office has been investigating the Daniels hush money case for the past 5 years. They're trying really hard. The case centers around a $130,000 payment made to the porn star during Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. Daniels and former Trump fixer Michael Cohen alleged that the payment was made to keep her quiet about a 2005 affair she claims to have with Trump. Cohen says he paid Daniels the hush money, and Trump later reimbursed him in monthly installments. It's unclear what charges Bragg intends to bring against Trump, but the report notes that prosecutors could accuse the former president of falsifying business records and then elevate that charge to felony by arguing that it was attached to a second crime. In this case, that the hush money was an improper donation to Trump's campaign because it kept the affair under wraps and it benefited his candidacy. Trump on Thursday responded to the report of an imminent indictment in New York, arguing that he did nothing wrong and called the case a witch hunt. I did absolutely nothing wrong. I gotta work on my Trump. I never had an affair with Stormy Daniels, nor would I have wanted to have an affair with Stormy Daniels, he went on. This is a political witch hunt trying to take down the leading candidate by far in the Republican Party, while at the same time also leading all Democrats in the polls, Trump argued, calling it a case of extortion. Stormy, she still looks good though. The former president also accused the Justice Department of placing top DOJ prosecutors into the Manhattan District Attorney's Office in order to get Trump. This is not a state case, it's a federal case, and they have all passed on it, Trump raged. Even in the previous Manhattan DA, Cyrus Vance did not bring charges because I am guilty of nothing except for the fact that I am beating all Republicans and Democrats badly in the presidential. I love when he says badly. He added, claiming that the statute of limitation on bringing charges in the hush money case expired over a year ago. Trump, who is a 2024 Republican candidate for president, is also facing scrutiny from prosecutors in Fulton County, Georgia, over allegations that he attempted to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Attorney General Merrick Garland also appointed a special counsel last November to oversee criminal investigations into Trump's mishandling of classified documents in his role in the Jan 6 riot. It was a riot, guys. I don't know, but didn't Biden have way more classified documents at all his different homes and offices and shit? So I don't see that working out. It's another smear job. The law is clear that making payments could have been an election crime only if the only reason for making payments was to influence the election. It's not illegal for Trump to have paid Stormy if there was any non-election related purpose, such as not wanting publicity that could have been embarrassing, hurt his brand, or interfere with his marriage or family. Democrats and never Trumpers, such as the corrupt New York Post, will beat this issue to death while knowing that it's going nowhere in court. I mean, don't most presidents cheat on their wives? Let's be honest. I mean, JFK slept with Marilyn Monroe. You know, Jackie Kennedy would find Marilyn Monroe's panties in their bed. That's a fact. All we have heard for almost 7 years is Trump is going to jail. Yet he is still here, getting old, especially when you see all these real evidence coming out against the Bidens. I believe all lawbreakers need to be arrested. Why is it not happening? Good question. How many times are we going to go through this nonsense? 5 years to investigate this case. The DAs and prosecutors should be fined and lose their law license for 2 years for such a waste of time and taxpayer money. What gets me is that the Clintons, who reside in New York, made $3.6 billion in Haitian aid money completely disappear, and it's totally ignored, even though Haitian activists regularly protest outside the Clinton headquarters in Manhattan, going on 6 years now. Not even a parking ticket. The double standard is unbelievable. Good point, George Thumbs. Wow. Yeah. I don't think anything's going to happen. They just want to smear him as much as they can because they're scared. Make America gape again? That's funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I learned that fact because my sister's a history teacher and I gave her this book of like random history facts, and that's one of the ones I remembered about the underpants. Poor Marilyn. Okay. Okay. What else is going on? Should we do a fun story? Let's do a fun story. Psychologist reveals 6 things you should never send in a text message, from apologizing to dropping bombshells. Let me guess. This is going to be based on a TikTok. Yep. Francesca Thionine. Am I getting dumber or are the words getting more complicated? Thionine. Passed her psychology degree at City University in London, the UK based. I hate when they do this. Has 1.3 million followers on TikTok. She shares relationship tips covering everything from texting to how to seduce. Maybe we'll like her more than the other girl whose TikTok I was looking at earlier this week. What the hell is her name? I've already forgotten it. Think before you text. That's the advice psychologist put forward in one of her latest videos as she outlined the 6 things you should never send in a message. Francesca Thionine recently completed her psychology bachelor's. Oh, she has a bachelor's degree, so she's an expert, and we should all listen to her. Got it, Daily Mail. She has successfully modeled herself as a life coach. The graduate, who was based in the US, but she's originally from Romania. She has 1.3 million followers on TikTok by sharing her relationship tips, covering a range of topics from how to attract a partner to how to convey confidence through body language. Body language! In one of her recent uploads, she shared her 6 no-nos around text messaging. Read on to brush up your texting skills. Okay, now I'm too zoomed in. Yikes, look at her crazy eyes. Okay, let's see what she has to say. Moan, moan, moan. Why you should never complain over text. Francesca says you should never complain over text because without hearing your voice, someone does not know how big or small of a deal something is to you. Dr. Guy Winch, author of the book The Squeaky Wheel, Complaining the Right Way to Get Results, Improve Your Relationships, and Enhance Self-Esteem, also notes that complaining is a form of negativity. And also the grass is green. He told NBC News that people complain when they feel there is a significant gap between an expectation and reality. That's why it's good to have very low standards. But he warned that complaining can heighten stress levels and it is unhealthy. Author and poet Cleo Wade, who once urged her Instagram followers to join her in a week-long complaint cleanse. That's a great idea. Maybe I should try to do that. Is it too late to do that today? Have I complained yet on this stream? She wrote in a post, monitor when complaints pop into your mind and instead of saying them out loud, let them go. When we do this, we allow for our language to be part of how we make the work more magical and peaceful. Stop right there. Typing out insults can have long-lasting consequences. Francesca warns viewers to avoid typing out insults, as you might regret what you say in the future, and it's written there forever. Oh, she's talking about screenshots. Dr. Ashley Smith, a licensed clinical psychologist and the co-founder of Peak Mind, the Center for Psychological Strength, also warns that mean text messages can really hurt. She advises giving yourself time to calm down before you say the wrong thing to a friend or a loved one. Even if it's minutes, hours, or even days, Dr. Smith says it's better to cool off and write a message with a clear mind. However, you should tell the other person that you're taking some time to clear your head so they don't think you're ignoring them. I mean, that's like asking an impulsive person not to be impulsive. or to like not be emotional. Sorry, not sorry. Why apologizing over text isn't cool. Third on Francesca's banned list is apologizing. Instead of issuing an apology over text and this coming across as being insincere, she says it's better to do it in person and write it in the interim. I owe you an apology. Can we talk tonight? Oh, okay. That sounds good. Diane Gottsman, an etiquette expert and the author of Modern Etiquette for a Better Life, also told the Huffington Post, it's better to leave technology out of the mix when apologizing. Yeah, it doesn't really land. She explained, allow the other person to hear your voice and see your facial expressions. A text is the last option when it comes to expressing sincere remorse. If you are not able to see that person face to face, the experts suggest FaceTiming or Skyping. Number 4, surprise! Dropping a bombshell is better done in person. Similarly, Coach Francesca states that bombshells, even positive ones like, I think I'm in love with you, are better dropped in person. Kate Starr, who specializes in investment philosophy and has a master's degree in international relations from Johns Hopkins School, agrees with this rule. She writes in a Quora thread on the topic of saying, I love you for the first time over text. Ugh, no, who's doing that? Ideally, you tell the person you love for the first time in person. Yeah, it doesn't mean shit when you text it. This will bring much more meaning to the statement due to the vulnerability of putting out feelings to the other person at a verbal level. Most likely, you'll be physically close to them and looking them in the eyes. This can be a momentous turning point in a relationship, especially if the recipient responds in kind by saying the same thing. It can be an incredible opportunity. Sorry, it's not you, it's me. For a relationship to be taken to the next level. If it is expressed in words via text, yeah, it makes it seem very casual. Like I say I love you to people or like love you. I mean I tweet that to like acquaintances. If it is expressed in words via text, a level of vulnerability is still needed, but the experience can be diminished. You do not get to see how they feel and react. This is like common sense, people. The impact is potentially diluted and the specialness of the moment is lessened, even if they respond with the same words. The recipient may also be unsure how to respond, so you may get a delay in their response, which won't feel good. Conversely, they may just say it back, and you're not sure if they're being polite or kind. Number 5, questions about troubling behavior. That's not cool. Voice your concern in person, not over text. If you're concerned about someone's troubling behavior, Francesca says it's best to give them a chance to explain it in person without relying on their texting skills. Explaining why this is important, psychologist and life coach Nikki Martinez says, never have an important in-depth conversation via text. I mean, let's be honest, all of us are doing all of these things over text. Because of tone, we are too easily misunderstood and we take the very large chance of making the problem worse in the first place. Career coach Anna Graham Hunter also says that talking about concerns and problems face to face might feel scarier, but it's far more productive. That is so true. It always feels scarier than it really is. Shh, why you should never send secrets over text. Rounding things out, Francesca instructs viewers to never send secrets over text. She notes, always consider the risk that your text message might end up in front of the wrong person. A post on the University of California website also warns against sharing confidential information via text. Oh my God. I mean, I'm constantly doing that. It states, never assume that email, instant message, text, or attachments are private or confidential. Don't send sensitive information via email or instant message. These are not secure methods of communication. Rather than sending confidential information via text, DC-based psychologist Marsha Lucas recommends meeting in person to discuss complex or sensitive situations. To date, Francesca's clip titled 6 Things to Never Send a Text Message it's been viewed more than 51,000 times. You know what? I have shit that's viewed more than this, and I don't get articles written about me. Oops, I've already broken my complain rule. This is why I'm not generally a fan of texting when dating, getting to know someone. A lot of words are misunderstood. Okay. I can already hear that TikTok song in my head. Do, 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 do. Oh, does Leo have a new love interest? Oh my god, why am I yawning? Ugh, I hate yawning. I hate it so much. Addressing those who reply instantly to messages, she said, this tells me that you have a fear of abandonment and high anxiety and hypersensitivity because you had a parent that had unpredictable moods and you had to be careful not to trigger them. I mean, I think if you're solid with somebody, you can respond right away. But I guess they're just talking to like the initial dating phase. Meanwhile, the coach said replying late or being cold signals an avoidant attachment style. She explained, you learn to rely on yourself and avoid depending on others for emotional support as a result of emotional abandonment in your childhood. Hi, that's me. So you build this defense mechanism to protect yourself against getting hurt. In another clip, Francesca revealed that always finishing a conversation, even if it's just with an emoji or a love heart, indicates a fear of abandonment, while lots of short messages translates to someone having a short attention span. I feel like she's talking about me. What? Something about Pete Davidson? Oh, we already saw that. He crashed his car and he's selling his condo or his apartment or whatever. Oh, this is interesting. I was gonna wait for Simcast for this, but screw it. Dude, Rupert, I'm against naps. I'm an anti-napper. I think naps are a waste of time. I think naps are for losers. I think you're an adult. Naps are for kids. You know, like unless you got something like 4 hours of sleep, you should be able to like make it through the day without a nap. I just think you're wasting time by napping. Like you could be getting something done. Oh no, Nvidia, no yawning. Thank you, Nvidia, for the super chat. I need to hang up the cool sign that you got for me. Do you guys want to see it? Shout out to Nvidia for sending me this sign. She sent this to me like a month ago, and it's been sitting here because I am intimidated by the assembly process. But it's probably the most thoughtful, coolest thing I've ever gotten. It's up there. Look how effing cool this is. Isn't this the coolest thing you've ever seen? And how good is this gonna look right here? Boom, ba-pow. Just like that. And it's blue. It's blue too. Should we try to figure it out together? Is that gay? Oh my god. Look at all this shit. Sometimes when I'm feeling frustrated, I'll devolve into like a Ray Romano impression without knowing. I'll be like, no. Okay. I don't know if you guys could tell by my outfit, but I'm trying to work out after this stream. Because I slacked this week. I only worked out Monday and then now today. But I did take the dogs to the park 2 days this week. And I ran around a little bit too. Thank you, Roman. What's up, Roman? Established. I imagine you were born in 1989. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Black Sun. Is this like Black Hole Sun? Chrissy, you mad because April O'Neil don't lick you no mo. I am mad. Make April O'Neil hot again. That's a tweet. That's a tweet. Don't you tweet this before me. Don't you do it. Make April Neil hot again. I did it. It's out there. Matthew Hammond, thanks for the super chat. Is this relationship lady in a long-term relationship? I find it interesting to see that many of these life coach people are single. Yes. I think that's a really good point. I'm going to guess no. She's a woman. She has a degree and she has a big TikTok following and she's cute. So therefore, we should write articles about her. You're right. Give me a grizzled, like overweight lady who's been in a relationship, like been married 40 years. Like, let me hear from that person. Thanks, NVIDIA. I have to blow my nose. Don't look. Ah! 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 I hate blowing my nose. Makes me feel gross. Okay. I'm feeling motivated. Step 1, take off the saran wrap. Oh, I need a scissor. I don't have a scissor, but what I do have is a wick trimmer, which doesn't cut for shit. Wow. It's literally worse than my own hands. Okay. Scratch that. It's wrapped up like a little sandwich. You know, my mom used to use saran wrap. I would have peanut butter and jelly for lunch every day for school, and she'd wrap it in a saran wrap. Like, I used to think that Ziploc bags were like this huge luxury, that they were like so expensive, and that's why we didn't have them. I'd be like, wow, a Ziploc bag, that's so much easier. But no, all my sandwiches were saran wraps. Yeah, typical lunch for me growing up would be peanut butter and jelly. Here was the big deal in my house growing up. Like, my sister loved smooth peanut butter and I loved chunky. And guess whose peanut butter would get purchased? Yeah. It was mostly a smooth peanut butter household, but occasionally I'd go, grocery shopping with my mom and she would splurge and get me a crunchy peanut butter. Wow, this is so cool. So it'd be peanut butter and jelly with cheddar goldfish and like a Mott's juice box or something. Okay, what in the fuck is this? This is a LED dimmer. I have to make sure that these little plasticky baggy things don't stay on the ground because the dogs will eat them and choke. Oh, there is a, como se dice, instruction manual. Whoa, I don't know if I have all these things. I feel like I'm giving Brittany Venti vibes right now. Oh, I have to drill? Oh, no. Drill a small hole into the wall. Hammer the expansion tube. Oh, this involves anchors? Oh, no. Oh, no, I don't know how to drill. Maybe I could hang it from a wire or a string. Like, hang it from where I used to have my Christmas lights. Because I have little hooks up there. Like tiny little... This isn't really helping. Okay. Let's try. Come on, Chrissy. Don't be a dumb bitch. Figure it out. Step 1. Oh, I have the cord. The red thing's connected to my wristwatch. That's how I feel right now. Okay, so it's a one-piece sign. So I just connected the line dimmer to the thing. Okay. Oh, wow, I did it. Then I had to connect the black thing to the white thing. How progressive. Power indicator box. This? Okay. Now what happens? This is a AC/DC adapter. Oh my god, AC/DC! Like the band. Now what? Okay, this thing looks like it goes into this thing because this looks a lot like the plug I have for my spotlights. Oh, right? I plug in. Oh, so this bag of business, this has to do with hoisting. This is the hoist bag. This has the little anchors and screws and some wire. They should just call it like, do not open unless in the presence of a man. It's the AC/DC adapter. I would play a song by them, but I would get stricken. Hold on. Are you telling me that I could possibly be able to plug this in right now and it could possibly work? What? You only had to plug 4 things together and it would work? Oh, God. Okay. It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. It's a working. Okay. Look, y'all. That looks fucking awesome. Whoa. This is awesome. Does it actually come with La dimmer? I don't know what that is. Wow. Cool. I just said that like Bart Simpson. Cool. Could it be that I could hang this up with some maybe fishing line? I'm definitely gonna N-word rig this up in a way that's very precarious. Wow. Thanks, NVIDIA. This is so pretty. But I don't want it to catch my see, it's catching my spotlight reflection right there. So I'll have to tilt it. Tilt it. I have to tilt it. Or I could do down low. I think here it looks really good. Like there. Like there. I'm trying. Oh my god! It looks just how I imagined it would. This looks sick. It's actually perfect. It's actually the perfect size. I was so worried it was going to be too big. I was so worried like, oh, I'm just going to have to put it away till I get a different studio one day. But this looks fucking awesome. So maybe I can get, I mean, if those little hooks could handle my Christmas lights, certainly it could handle this. This probably weighs 2 pounds, 3 pounds max. Can I use dental floss? I have dental floss. That would be the ultimate N-word rig. but I love it. I have dental floss. Could I do that? Because I don't have fishing line. Because there are no fishers here. Or I could just hold it in my lap every day. Wow. I never thought I'd see my name in lights. This is the coolest thing ever. NVIDIA gets Lifetime MVP award. Okay, it gives me this wire. What? This is like... Ew, it's hard. What do they want me to do with this? Ah, it's coming apart. Oh no, oh no. Go back. Ah. Go back, go back, go back. Please go back. Oh boy. Hinge suspension instruction, screw installation. Okay, so you could do hinge suspension or you could do screw. I will not be screwing anything today. Let's move on to the hinge suspension instructions. I also don't like these. Oh, okay. So they're thinking that you'll take this little wire and put it through the holes. How come there's no fishing wire instruction? Like clueless woman hanging instructions. Okay, there's supposedly a remote somewhere that I can use to dim this. Where's the remote? It's somewhere. I think it looks good as it is. Okay, so I think what I'm missing is the line dimmer. Do I have a line dimmer? Oh, a splitter cable? I don't need that because I only have one sign. I have dental floss. Is that going to look so bad? Wow, look at the inner workings. You can't really tell. Look at that. Wow. It doesn't even feel like warm. This is great because the next time I get swatted, the cops can look in and be like, oh, okay, that's what's happening. I even like it with this string hanging down. That makes it look like really authentic. Okay, okay. I really want to hang this up. Will you wait while I get dental floss? Will you talk amongst yourselves? Okay. This is probably a huge mistake, but I don't care. Okay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I need string. Okay. Does this look bad? How much do I really like need? Not that much. Probably just like an arm's length both ways. Okay. Ah! I broke it. Okay. Here we go. Do. I hope this is strong. Yeah. Oh, I need a stool. Fuck. Yeah, baby. Yeah, boy. Oh, okay. Oh my god, I did it. Now I will. I'm going to fortify it with an extra layer of floss. This is. Okay. Is that looking good? Oh, yeah. Okay. Please hold up. Please. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That looks good, y'all. Pero, like, that looks good. Okay. How much dental floss do I need from this side? Oh, if this breaks, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm saying about this much. Welcome to Home Improvement with Chrissy. Let's go to the other side. Okay. Oh my god, I just thought of an even smarter idea. Uh-oh. Don't fuck with the American flag, yo. Okay. It swings a little, but my head could be in the way. Wow, this looks so fucking cool. Careful, flag. Don't fall. Okay. Okay, guys. This is gonna be so sick. How strong is dental floss typically? Like, can anybody look up the weight limit of what your typical dental floss can hold? my god, I did it. Oh, yeah. All right, that's good enough. We're going to put this in the good enough section. Very enraged. Okay. Wow. See, we don't need men after all. Until it comes crashing down. Wow. That looks fucking amazing. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty dope. Wow. You guys are really seeing how the sausage is made today. I feel so official now. It's going to fall and break. And she's going to blame Carolyn Poroshenko. No, I won't. I think it looks good. It feels pretty secure to me. Okay. Totally not ghetto. Wow. Dental floss. You guys, come on. I'm not the first person to hang up something with dental floss. Call a TaskRabbit. Use magnets. What is the floss for? Oh. You know what the floss is for. Did anybody look up the weight limit of what dental floss can hold? It looks good. It looks really good. I looked for rope. I didn't see like any rope around. Uh-oh. You've been calling me. Oops, I missed it. Should I call you back? Uh-oh. Okay, NVIDIA says don't use dental floss. Everyone says don't use dental floss. Are you proud of me?
I'm confused. Why are you? I assume I'm on the stream.
Yeah, you're on the stream.
Why dental floss?
Because
something that's probably 20 pounds.
It's not 20 pounds. It's very light. It's like maybe like 2 or 3 pounds. Or
Okay. Is there no hooks in the back of that sign?
There's just holes.
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 Okay. Don't you think it might look a little better if we didn't have dental floss hanging around it? Like, what if we just use a hammer and nails for those holes, and we hammered a couple of nails
Into the wall, though?
Into the wall, though, yeah.
Okay. You're not anti-hole? I was raised, my dad was very anti-hole. I think that's why I'm hesitant to make holes.
Yeah, we know your dad was anti-hole. He preferred cocks. Everyone knows that.
Okay. So we'll make holes when you get home.
That thing is going to fall in the middle of the night.
And they'll be like, what the fuck? We'll think someone's coming in to kill us.
Grab our fucking shotgun and start blowing a hole.
Who is that? It's the sign falling.
Yeah. It happened the other night. Remember that's like your plaque or something?
Yeah.
Freaked out at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I was like, and then you don't go to sleep for like a half hour. Oh,
yeah, so
okay. We'll make holes.
Here's my other concern. If it falls in the middle of the night, is it broken?
I don't want it to break.
I didn't think so. Didn't NVIDIA get that for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you want that to break.
Okay, it seems good for now. I'll take it down at the end of the stream.
I don't think it seems good for now. I think okay, ask the chat to throw F's in the chat if this is a bad idea, what you've done.
How about W's in the chat if you think it's a great idea?
How about you put up a poll?
All right. I can do a poll.
I mean, you don't even know. I would love to help if I can,
Okay.
but it seems like it's something that maybe just a hammer and nails would be the most. Those ugly ass floss strings hanging down like a tampon.
Wow. Start a poll. Okay. What should the poll say? Let's see.
It should. What would it say? Is floss a bad idea? Yes, no, or I just want to watch and see what happens.
Okay.
Hammering hole. Oh, okay. I can see the chat.
Okay. The poll has been polled.
Perfect. That was good, dude.
Mom guy, it would be a shame if something were to happen to that nice sign and video got you. That's really funny. Because Frank has a really good mob voice too.
Listen, here's the fucking problem with floss, okay? It doesn't hold that much, and the minty flavor wears out after 10 seconds. So there's no point in it, really.
Okay, I'm seeing some W's and I'm seeing some F's, but only time will tell with the poll.
Well, the poll is pretty much showing it's a bad idea.
Only 60%.
Listen, I got a fucking hammer and some nails. It'll take me 10 minutes to do the whole fucking job, all right?
Oh, I'm missing all of NVIDIA's messages that say, Chrissy, stop. No. Oh, man. All right.
So maybe take it down. Look, if you don't want any fucking problems in that room, you should probably take the shot down. Because something's going to happen when you're least expecting it, okay?
We have a drill. We do. We must have a drill.
We have a drill.
Yeah.
We have nails. We have everything. I built a fucking bed in the apartment,
That's
remember?
true. You did do that. You built it so good, baby.
It took me 8 hours, but it happened.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that floss can hold up to 3.5 pounds to 35 pounds?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that's going to hold that up. I also don't believe that you have the floss hung up in a way that'll allow that to be the case.
I tied knots. All right. I'm
Tied knots?
I'm beginning to see your point.
Wait. Your defense is that you tied knots?
Yes.
Okay. With floss.
With floss.
What did you tie the knots to, honey?
Themselves. Like, well, with one, I tied like a loop knot, and then I just hoisted I made the floss into a big loop, and then I just looped it over the hook. And on this side, same thing, but then like tied it to the sign.
But what did you tie? Okay, it's connecting. So you tied floss from the sign to what?
To the hook. I just looped it. I did a loop and then a tie.
So which hook? The hook that's holding up your...
The hook that used to hold up the Christmas lights.
So even though floss might be able to hold it up, do you think the hook would be able to hold it up?
I don't know. It might. It's working so far.
No. See, there's two things. It's the floss has to hold it up, but you've attached it to a hook. So the hook has to
hold the weight.
Yeah. And I don't think a little hook meant for Christmas lights was meant to hold up a sign that you're probably underestimating its weight of.
Okay, when you get here and you feel it, it's lighter than it looks.
When I get there, it'll be hitting you in the head or on the floor. Okay. It will not be up by the time I get home.
Oh, is that a bet? Is that a bet? $100 says it'll be up by the time you get home. Well, I might as well just bet the amount that the sign.
Yeah, do you really want to make a bet going against NVIDIA?
No. but it looks so good. All right. I'll take it down. I'll take it down.
Probably for the best. And I'm driving around, so I can't read the chat. If the chat doesn't like what I'm saying, I do apologize, but you're not going to have to rush her to the hospital at 3 a.m. to get her in the head.
The chat says yes, but now it's down to 51%.
Yeah, because they want to watch the world burn.
Oh, true.
They want me to take you to the hospital overnight.
They're pro chaos.
They're pro chaos, and I don't blame them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to reinforce it with some more floss. No, I'm kidding.
That's all. Yeah, just do another string of floss.
Yeah. Hey, this is Glide. This is Glide, okay? So we're not talking about cheap, shitty floss. This is, the dentists say that this is the best.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 dentists recommend using that to hold up a Chrissie Mayr podcast on the outside.
Yeah. It is, although it is made in Toronto, so
So you said there are holes in the sign.
Yeah, there's holes. There's 2 holes on each side of the sign.
Why was that not the first idea?
I'm not going to make holes unsupervised. That's a big decision. That's how I was raised. I was raised that like holes, like you're making a permanent change to the wall.
We're not using half-inch bolts into a wall. I'm talking about you use a tack hammer.
Yeah.
With little nails. You can do that live on the stream too.
Just hammer in nails, but these are screws. They've given me screws and little anchors.
Oh, okay. That's an option too then.
Okay.
Then you would need a drill.
Right.
There's anchors with screws. But it sounds like there's probably holes, and if it's not that heavy, you could probably just hammer some nails through.
That's an idea. Okay. Holes. Those are drywall anchors.
You know what? Just take the sign down and I'll take a look when I get home.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I just don't want something to fall on you.
Okay.
I also don't want the sign to break.
I mostly don't want the sign to break.
I'm not going to say which is more important.
I mean, there's only one me. You can always get another sign, unless this was limited edition. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, love you. Bye. Wow. Let's go to the poll. 48%. Oh my God, 47%. You guys are on Team Floss. What about if I just keep one hand on it in case it falls? Giving away free nose blowing ASMR. Very generous. Thanks, NVIDIA. Trucker Rob. Crunchy PB gang. Yeah. Would you use we had like grape jelly in my house, but I always wanted strawberry jelly, and I saw that as like such a luxury, like such a delicacy. It was rare. Again, because nobody in my house ate strawberry jelly. Except for me. Try hard. Chrissy, are you Jewish? Pff, no. Why would you even ask that? Isn't that funny? My reaction to that is funny. Mark Zart, put Frank to work and put it up for you. Yeah, sounds like that's going to happen. Matthew Hammond, do not single white girl this. Have Frank do it. Do not screw up this with Frank. He's great. Oh, imagine we break up over a sign. Be like, I really need a sign. Blackberry jam. Ooh, that's very fancy, Trucker Rob. Strawberry jelly is superior. Yeah, thank you. The preserves. You're reading the results wrong. How am I reading the results wrong? I go to, it says 46% yes. Go to channel. Okay, no, it's directing me to the channel. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. Oh my God, my phone. Who's calling me? Oh. The church called me. It does look good though. It looks really, really, really good. Everyone's saying it looks good, Frank. I even like the little cord hanging down. That makes it look authentic. Okay, I have more articles. More articles. Yuck. Seth Rogan. Bleh. Seth Rogan credits not having kids for helping him succeed and insists he and his wife Lauren are very happy with their decision to be child-free. I just don't have kids, and I have so much time. I have so much time to do fun things because I'm not raising kids. Thank God we don't have children.
As you referenced earlier, you don't have any kids. I do not. That has helped me succeed as well. Definitely. Really? Oh, yeah. There's a whole huge thing I'm not doing.
A whole huge thing I'm not doing.
Raising children.
That's what she said. That's what your wife said. When she looked at pictures of NBA players.
People obviously.
Who? This looks like a younger, cuter Will
Someone will be listening, but yeah.
Doing him. Who is this man?
But it would make you happier. You know, someone might say that. I'm trying to rebuttal. I don't think it would. I've been around obviously a lot of children. I'm not ignorant to what it's like to. I've seen everyone I know has kids. I see. I'm 40 again. Like it's not
40. God,
I know.
50.
I've some of my friends have had kids for decades. Some people want kids. Some people don't want kids. I think a lot of people have kids before they even think about it.
This sounds like a cope, doesn't it?
From what I've seen, honestly, you just are told. You go through life. You get married. You have kids. It's what happens. And me and my wife were just, neither of us were like that, and honestly, the older we get, the more happy and reaffirmed we are with our choice to not have kids.
I think the older you get, the more you're like, wow, we're definitely super unable to have them now. So I don't know. Seth Rogan, you already have a legacy in your dozens of mediocre comedy movies, although some of them were good. I don't have to raise a child now. Oh, Lauren Miller. Okay. I've seen her. Is she an actress? I wonder if she low-key wanted them, but they're like, no, we have a career. That's fine. I want to see what her reaction to it. I want to see what her face looks like to see if she's happy with the decision. Overall, Rogan noted, me and my wife seem to get a lot more active enjoyment out of not having kids than anyone I know seems to get out of having kids. How would you possibly know that? I've been around, obviously, a lot of children. Ugh. Okay. His interview comes 2 years after he said his wife wants kids less than him. No way! His interview comes 2 years after he said his wife wants kids less than him. Oh, okay. So maybe the wife was not about the kids, and he was like, okay. Maybe he wanted them a tiny bit. The knocked up star insists that parenthood would prevent him from being able to do all the work that he likes. No, it wouldn't, Seth. Not when you're the man. Not when you're the husband. It's really more on the chick to take care of them, especially on the first couple years. And then you're rich. You can afford childcare. Like, it literally would affect you zero. We're effing psyched all the time. We're lying in bed Saturday morning, smoking weed, watching movies naked. If we had kids, we could not be doing this. I mean, I think they probably still would be. There is no one whose child is giving them as much joy as we are now getting because we do not have a kid. Howard, who has 3 daughters, says, as a parent, you can't be narcissistic and give yourself over to parenting, and the kids have to be the priority. Yeah, he seems pretty narcissistic. Yeah, I don't want that. That does not sound fun to me. And why? There's enough kids out there. Do we need more people? Ew, now he's going to take the climate change position. Who looks at the planet and thinks, do you know what? We need more effing people. Actually, we do need effing more people. The birth rate is down in every developed country basically right now. Like everywhere the birth rate is down except for like Sudan. Seth and Lauren began dating in 2004 after meeting on the Ali G show. They got married in 2010. She looks like a little bit like Anne Hathaway. You know what? It's probably for the best that Seth Rogan doesn't have kids. He's not going to pass on. Although I do like this outfit. I like that his shoes perfectly match his suit. That's a little crazy looking. I wonder if a tiny part of him wanted kids. I think this is a good look with me holding the side. He smoked his sperm count to 0. Facts. What's up, Cecil? Cecil, this seems secure to me. You guys, you don't understand because you're not here. I don't hear any creeping. I don't hear any like, I'm about to fall. Like, I don't hear the hooks unsticking. Sergey, what's up, Sergey? He laughs like Yoda on weed. He does. This looks so good. I just want to touch my new sign. Ew. It feels slightly, no, like a little bit warm. Like room temperature. My arm will fall. Oh, but now I have to wipe off my icky fingerprints like here and here and here and here and here. What is this party string? Oh, it's dental floss. Yeah, shout out to NVIDIA. It looks so good. Does it look blue or does it look more white? Because in person, it looks very blue. So maybe if I turn down the lights, maybe I could do Chrissie Mayr at after dark. I keep putting smudges on it. People that don't have kids always say they don't want any, but people that do say that they're the greatest gift and love they could ever imagine. Exactly this. Seth Rogan, like he doesn't even know what he's missing. So it's so easy. Like you've never had kids, so you don't know what you're missing. So it's like you're not lying, but you also have no idea. Holly! Oh my God! Are Holly Hendricks and Cecil both in the chat right now? Okay. It's a love match. Holly, do you have a crush on Cecil? I noticed you've been retweeting him. Holly, you did an absolute amazing job on Wet Spot on Monday. Everyone is still talking about it. Everybody loved it. It was the best. Now I'm doing a Trump. Yes, it's really Holly Hendricks in the chat. This is the place to be, y'all. Okay. This is the hottest morning show going. He's my future ex-baby daddy. Yeah, I heard that you guys are going to that you might do the Jack show next Thursday. Yeah. That'll be so fun. You'll be great for the Jack show. It's the perfect vibe. It is similar to Wet Spot. You guys like my new sign? For those just joining, this is a new podcast sign from NVIDIA, the world's greatest mod on the planet. And it's been sitting under my desk for like a month until today. I decided to plug 4 things together and now it works. You know why I didn't do it? Because this bag was intimidating me. This bag of screws and anchors. I was like, this looks like. Also, I'm intimidated by holes because of how I was raised. I was raised in an anti-hole house. So everything I hung up had to be with fun tack. Remember fun tack? It's like this blue, stretchy, almost like remember the erasers in art class? Like they'd give you like the squishy eraser. It's like that. But it was blue and you could hang stuff up, but like barely anything. Like even if it was a thick piece of paper, the fun tack would not be able to hold it. If she doesn't want Cecil, I'll take him. Aw. Okay, Holly, you got competition for Cecil. Yeah, it's perfect. Not too big, not too small. Not too small. Yeah, it fits perfectly. And it's a good font. What is this, Futura? Futura? Looks like Futura to me. You can plug holes in the walls with toothpaste. An anti-hole. My dad would get mad if he found we made a hole in the wall. And then I got older and I was like, oh, well, spackle is a thing that exists. So why should anybody get mad about a hole? Just fill it with spackle and buy the same kind of paint. If you really are upset, like dab a little paint over it. Big deal. It's crazy. My whole adulthood is realizing my dad got mad about this? Like, what? Just realizing that everything was like a mega overreaction. Screws and anchors along with humming songs. This is a man's wet dream. Futura is the official font of the Nazi Party. It is? Admiral was also raised in an anti-hole house. Quartering is trying to take over your time slot. Oh, yeah. I see what's happening. I see it all. Thank you, Matthew Hammond. But I don't think Quartering is trying to hang up signs with dental floss on his show. Yeah, that's true. Seth is like, it's so typical that Hollywood is pushing the whole climate change thing. Oh, we don't need more people. It's overpopulated. I'm too busy and important to have kids. I'm busy smoking weed and having fun. He doesn't care, and Hollywood doesn't want people to have kids. Yup. I smell a double wedding, Chrissy. That's funny. I need an old priest and a young priest. Thanks, Cecil. Don't buy electric cars, whatever you do. Nope. Fuck that. Gas cars forever. Oh, yeah. I do want to talk about ginger erasure, actually. Thank you for bringing that up. Shout out to Vanessa Chase for bringing this to my attention. Look at this. Ginger erasure. Talk about people who should be outraged and claim their victim status. It's ginger people. Look at this. We got April O'Neil down here. What is this? Little Orphan Annie? What is this? Archie Comics? I don't know who a lot of these people are. Little Mermaid. Look what they're doing to our people. They will not replace us. This is bad. What is this, Mary Poppins? Look at all these gingers. What's up, my gingers? Unbelievable what they're doing to our people. Unfreaking believable. Your dad also hated nails in the walls. Mom tried to hang things before he would ask. how it got there. Yup. I feel like we had the same family dynamic. My mom would be like, "Shh, don't tell Dad." That was like everything. He's gonna get mad. The Archie Comics was one of the members of Josie and the Pussycats from the live action movie in the 90s. See, NVIDIA knows everything. I'm not even a real, like, I'm basically, who's that lady who pretended to be black? I'm the Rachel Dolezal of gingers. Like, I admit that. I just identify as one. But that doesn't mean I share. I don't understand their plight. Even when Crowder is back, I will still be here. Oh, isn't Crowder moving to Rumble? That's kind of exciting. Good for Rumble. Good for Crowder. Yeah, one day you're going to be watching this show and there's going to be a black woman in my place. And then she'll claim that it's been modernized for a new audience. And I hope at that point you guys like revolt in the streets. Let's talk about a lunch lady who molests people. Connecticut school had cleared Andy Rosafort of inappropriate contact with students. Ooh. Oh, Connecticut, tell me this isn't fair. Is it Fairfield? The Connecticut lunch lady. First of all, she's hot for a lunch lady. And younger than typically you'd expect. I'm not saying it's okay. The lunch lady, who allegedly groomed and then sexually abused a teen boy, was previously cleared by school officials of inappropriate communications with students, according to a new report. Andy Rosafort, let's get her on Simcast. A former part-time New Fairfield Public School employee, met with district officials over concerns regarding social media and maintaining appropriate boundaries in communication with students, according to emails and court documents obtained by Fox News on Thursday. Concerns began swirling around the 31-year-old late last year, according to a December 1, 2020 email between middle school principal and Rosafort, the outlet reported. Fairfield Middle School principal Karen Grutzner, Karen, thanked Rosafort in the email for talking with her about those concerns involving contact with students. Caught. I don't like this. If this is true, why do they need to have a picture of the parking lot? Here's where it happened. As we discussed, there was a report that insinuated some images were seen and or shared with high school students from your social media account, Grunzer also said, adding that a school investigation of the accusations determined that the content was not appropriate, according to the email. The head of the middle school then urged her that caution should be exercised, Fox News reported. In the meeting with school officials, Rosafort reportedly claimed she didn't text students directly, according to the email. Yeah, there are I guess portals where teachers can communicate with students. I wonder if that was what was happening. Ow, I just pulled my hair out. Rosafort had a social media account dedicated to her cosmetics business where she posted makeup videos while she had the school job, though it appears the account is gone now. Oh, it's called a side hustle, guys. School Superintendent Kenneth Craw wrote to a school board last month that a staffer made leaders aware of vague report of possible inappropriate messages between a minor and Ms. Rosafort in late November 22. Following a school probe, that sounds like what she was doing, that included talking to the minor involved, the teen's family, and Rosafort, the investigation did not produce any information that substantiated any inappropriate interactions between Ms. Rosafort and a minor. Police were alerted to the vague report, he said. She resigned from her job in January. The criminal case and the report from the staffer involved two different students. She looks like Karen Feehan a little bit. The married Rosafort, Rutro, is facing 3 felony charges that include second-degree sexual assault, enticing a minor by a computer. Come over here by the computer to engage in sexual activity and risk of injury to a minor, impairing the morale of children. Yeah, that's not good. She's accused of grooming the boy before sexually assaulting him in her SUV. Yeah, the kids should not be anywhere near your car, in your car. Like, Just don't talk to them. She's the lunch lady. She'd be like, you want some leftover fries? Come out to my car. You want a cheese bagel? The school district filed a report against Rosafort after the father of one of the alleged victims alerted administrators that the kid was sexually abused at a January 13th party. Whoa. A student at the high school accused Rosafort of talking to freshman boys on social media and contacting the victim over Instagram and Snapchat. Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good. Why? The alleged victim told police she sent him a nude photo of herself and then sent a second one after the teen asked if she had sent the first one by mistake. That's a classic trick right there. The boy said she then requested a naked photo of him. Oh, no. With Rosafort allegedly sending more naked photos and videos of herself. Yikes. The night of the January party, Rosafort is accused of picking the alleged victim up from a party at a pal's home and having contact of a sexual. Ew. Isn't that funny? She's like a cougar, and then there's like a cougar paw on her sweatshirt there. Oh my God. And she's wearing a cross. Yikes. That's bad advertising. Alleged communications between the lunch lady and the student were not appropriate at first, though, through last summer, but it allegedly took a turn in September of 22 when the alleged victim started high school. Maybe she's trying to wait it out till he turned 18. After she turned herself in on February 20th, she was released on a $100,000 bond. On Thursday, she was tight-lipped in front of her new Fairfield home about the allegations as she was seen wearing a green sweatshirt with the Brewster's Bears written in white lettering. She just went to Walmart to buy peeps. Look at this. Who was she planning to peep on next? Or was she planning to use the peeps as bait to lure in more children? Children love marshmallow peeps. This is highly inappropriate. What else was in her bag? Maybe it's just full of peeps. Maybe she's got peeps and she smokes Marlboro Lights. Wow, look at that. Smoking. What a terrible example to set for the children. Unbelievable. Sounds like she was set up. Really? Who would set up a teacher for that? She was as a white van. Yes, kids do love marshmallow peeps. Oh my God, stop. This is so funny. Tight-lipped. It doesn't seem like that from the boys' perspective. You guys. Oh my God. 10-inch Mutant Turtles. Okay. Yes, we are voting on the flossing. Let's go to the poll. Yeah, okay. Yes, 40%, 39%. My first cigarette was Marlboro Reds, by the way. Fun fact. Holly Hendricks, oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. And then thank you for the other super chat. Thanks, girl. Come back to the show literally anytime. You're the best. Johnny mumbles, do you want some buns with those peeps? Ew. Thanks, Johnny. I don't know if there's any Pokemon Go players in the chat, but yesterday I caught a shiny Wobbuffet. Literally just from here. I didn't even have to go venturing out. And the shiny Wobbuffet is hot pink. And I named it Woman Buffet. Like you can rename them in your thing. Wow, Nvidia's first sig was Marlboro Menthols. Yep. I can't log in. Oh no. What's happening? But I must log in. Yeah, now on Pokemon Go, you can save stickers and you can save like gifts. And I have this one Pokemon Go friend who lives in Malaysia. All right, this is taking forever to load. This was fun. This was a fun stream, guys. What's coming up for today, you ask? Friday Night Tights. Come join us at 4 p.m. Eastern on Nerdrotic's YouTube channel. We'll be joined by Gavin McGinnis. Very exciting. Big day. I wonder what because he knows people that have been put away for January 6th stuff. So that'll be cool to hear his take on that. What's up? Matthew Hammond sneaking in with one more super chat. Who would replace Chrissie if she were ginger-sided? Maybe Gothics with a blue wig could claim to recast Chrissie Mayr on the stream. Well, isn't there already a black girl that's a redhead? What's her name? Icy Hot? She's basically doing it. Ice Spice? I refuse to call her Ice Spice. I'm just gonna call her Icy Hot. All right, guys. Hopefully I'll hang this up properly when Frank gets home. Until then, watch me on Friday Night Tights 4 o'clock with Nerdrotic. Got a bunch more interviews set up for next week. I don't know what any of them are right now because the calendar's on the other side of the thing. But this was fun, guys. Thanks again to NVIDIA for this beautiful sign. I will treasure it always. And we'll talk to you guys soon.